Greetings. In our world, we frequently go from 0 to 90 or even 110 miles per hour, and we think nothing of it. The reverse, however, rarely happens. We don't go from 110 miles per hour even back to 90, much less 60 or 30, or certainly not 0. So this practice is an experiment, if you will, to see if this is something that might help you go from 110 miles an hour to any amount slower. This is an experiment to try things and see what works, to allow me to be devoted to figuring out ways for all of us to slow down, especially when we're feeling highly wired and extraordinarily tired. That combination makes it nearly impossible to relax. However, I believe that when we're open to it, something falls in our lap that says, I can help. And so I'm hoping that this practice is something that can help. I try to keep the setup as simple as possible. Whatever you have, we can make work. We want you to be as easily and comfortably supported as possible. So I have 2 smaller sofa cushions. If you have a really big one, thick and firm, that would be just as wonderful. And we're doing this so that your knees are supported and the backs of your legs. You'll need also, the more blankets the merrier, but at least 3, and maybe a bed pillow for under your head. And if you'll indulge me for a moment in folding the blankets, because you're worth the work, is if you fold the blanket in half the long way. I'm going to use this one. It's easier to illustrate, I think, with the fringes at the bottom. Keep the fringes together and fold it in half from side to side. Fringes are now at the bottom. For this one blanket, we are folding it in half again, keeping the fringes at the bottom, and placing the blanket the long way along the floor or mat, if you have it, leaving space for your seat between the end of the blanket and the beginning of your cushions. Other blankets that you have will be folded the same way until you get to this point, and then you'll go top to bottom. And if you have fringes, the fringes will still be at the bottom, the fringes still together, and you fold it in half from side to side. And the rolled up finished side will be the one that is towards your neck or your head. So I have a couple of those, and I have a little pillow just in case. And I invite you to sit with the backs of your legs supported, your seat on the floor or the mat or the rug, whatever you're using, wherever you are, and the blanket behind you. When you lie down, if your chin is up here, take either the small pillow, your bed pillow, or a blanket and put it underneath your head. Take your hands to the back of your skull and very gently pull this way up towards the top of your skull so that eventually your nose is higher than your chin. If you're really tight in the back side of your body and you're still here, you can take another pillow or another blanket and put it under your head to make you more comfortable. What we're using to begin with is a squeeze and release strategy or technique to allow your body to release even more deeply than the surface. So let's begin when you're comfortable, and I promise you that you are worth the work of keeping you comfortable, and that might mean shifting during the course of our time together. So I invite you to let your hands and arms be on the floor, your head on your pillow, your legs extended, and if you want your knees to be a little bit higher, you can always put either another blanket or a cushion underneath behind your knees, and let yourself land here. Give yourself 3 breaths, however they come to you, and feel the back side of your body. Shift yourself any way you need to. And on this next exhale, if you want, if it feels right, let yourself make a noise. So you breathe out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and maybe on the way out, a sigh. Maybe of release, maybe of relief, maybe of acknowledgement, maybe of nervousness because you're not sure what's coming. But let's begin with this squeeze and release by inhaling and slowly, softly lifting the right leg, reaching through the heel, hugging all the muscles of that right leg and even the buttock to the bone. And when you exhale, slowly let that leg release, letting all of the muscles go, letting all of the muscles soften, doing no more work for that right leg. And now let's do the left leg. Lift it. When you inhale, hold everything to the bone. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And on the exhale, let that leg drift down to the earth. Feel both legs being held by the earth. Both legs, no work. And now let's squeeze the buttocks, squeeze the legs. The whole lower part of the body is squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And when you exhale, softly let everything drift down to the support beneath it. Feel the earth holding you. Feel the no work at all in either leg, in either seat. Now let's do the right arm. Start with lifting your right arm, making a very gentle fist with your right hand. And now squeeze, squeeze, squeeze from the hand along the arm to the shoulder and the shoulder blade. And when you exhale, let the hand soften, let the arm float down to the floor. Let it feel supported by the earth. Let it sink into the earth. No work, no effort. We'll move to the left arm. Very gently lift that left arm. Make a gentle fist with that left hand. And now squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the hand, the arm, the shoulder blade. And on the exhale, Slowly and softly open the hand, let it drift down to the floor. Let yourself be held by the floor, by the earth, both arms, both legs, the seat. And now let the whole body squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Feet, legs, hands, side bodies, shoulder blades, head, neck, throat, jaw, just clenching, squeezing everything to the bone, the bone, the bone. And when you exhale, let everything drift down till it meets the earth. Let yourself feel held by the earth. Let yourself sink into the earth. There is this beautiful word in French, bercer, which means to cradle or be cradled. And that's the translation in English, but somehow in French it feels warmer and deeper. And so I invite you to feel bercé by the earth, cradled by the earth, held in a warm embrace as you let your whole body melt, be held by, be bercé by the earth. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to work. This is effortless for your arms, effortless for your seat, effortless for your feet and your legs. And as you let the ground hold you, notice the breath as it comes to you. Let yourself receive the breath as it comes to you. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. And if you'd like and you feel comfortable, place your hands, or a hand, doesn't have to be both, on your belly. And as you let the ground hold you, and as you notice the breath coming to you, feel how your hands meet the breath as it enters and fills your body. Feel the gentleness of your hands, the tender way they rest on your belly so that you might receive the breath, the life force, in. And now notice the breath as it leaves the body. Follow it all the way through to the end of the exhale. And notice your hands' response. Notice your belly's response. Perhaps notice that as you exhale, you are able to relax more on purpose into the ground that's holding you up, cradling you, embracing you just as you are. And as the ground holds you, as you feel your breath, as you notice yourself allowing the breath to come at its pace, in its time, filling you, and then softening your feet, your legs, your buttocks, your shoulder blades, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your neck, your head, nestling into the pillow or the blankets beneath it. As the ground holds you and as you receive the breath coming and going, maybe choose to relax on purpose, just a smidgen. A smidgen counts because you count. A smidgen matters because you matter. As the ground holds you, feel the breath in, and when you exhale, feel your eyes soften into their socket. Feel the breath come to you, fill you, and feel the breath soften your throat inside your neck. Feel the breath inhaling, meeting your hands as it lifts your belly, filling the belly inside the pelvis. And when it leaves the body, feeling the softening happen in your hands, beneath your hands, inside your belly, in your pelvis, against the ground, held by the ground, softening with the exhale, each one unique and different and yours, only yours. And with compassionate curiosity, notice whatever you notice. As the ground holds you, as you feel the breath move into and through you and out of you, carrying away with it whatever it does, as you relax on purpose, granting yourself the grace of ease wherever you can find it and feel it in your body, mind, spirit, because they're all one. So what we do for one, we do for the others. Grant yourself the grace of receiving whatever ease and softness comes to you. Notice where it lights, and notice how it begins to spread. The light, the ease, the softness, with each exhale touching a different part of your body. If you would like to continue here for longer, I hope you will. If you would like to end this practice together, then here's what we'll do. We'll breathe all the way in to the soles of our feet and pause. And now slowly, slowly let the breath out, letting it carry away with it any remaining tension or tightness of the body, mind, spirit that it can. And pause again, feeling quiet, still, ease, no work, no effort. And when you begin breathing in again, begin very slowly moving your fingers, maybe wiggling your toes, making circles with your ankles. Bend one knee, put your foot on whatever was under your knee. Bend the other knee, put your foot on what was under your knee. Slowly, slowly open your eyes and take in the room around you. Take in any sounds around you. Feel the ground holding you, even as we begin to shift our relationship with it. And feel the breath coming to you, meeting you from the inside out. Pause right here for a breath in and a breath out. And as you're extending that exhale, turn to your side and pause right here. Feel your side body being held by the earth. Let yourself savor those sensations inside and out. And when you're ready, slowly come to a seated position of whatever nature is comfortable to you. And pause right here. May you carry this sense of being held up by the ground, by our earth, into all that you do next. Let's rub our hands rigorously together to generate some heat. Cup your hands gently over your eyes. And receive the warmth from your hands and your eyes in their sockets, your cheekbones, your jawbone, all the way down to your heart. And place a smile behind your eyes, behind your lips, behind your heart, and receive the softness that moves into your thoughts, your words, your body. Let's bring our hands together in front of our heart so that we might honor ourselves and each other with the word that's used throughout the Himalayas to say hello and goodbye, and which means the light that is me honors the light that is you. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Blessings